Crypto. Well, hello, my peeps. Today we're doing an update on Crust Network, CRU ticker symbol. This one has been quite the disappointment to me, and we'll get into that. But the question is this going to go up for a little bit and get a little bit of a rally and then find a new bottom? Let's look at that. But first, for those of you not in the know about what this coin is, it is a Web3 decentralized storage for the metaverse. Now, this project's been around for a little while. It was launched on September 1st, 2021, and is already integrated with several blockchains, providing a fully decentralized storage layer for Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, Solana, Near, Elrond, which has changed its name to, gosh, I forgot, Gecko, and others. Now, the functionality of this token is for staking to maintain GPOS consensus. It's collateral for storage providers to provide storage services. It's used to cover transaction fees to purchase storage and other cloud services. And it is used for on-chain governance mechanism. Currently, the price of Crust is trading at 94 cents. And this project has a total supply of 24 million, a circulating supply of 9.2 million. Market cap for this project is currently sitting at 8.7 million. That gives it plenty of room to grow, especially when you compare it to other storage projects like this on the blockchain, like Arweave and Filecoin, are running about 5 to 8 times higher than Crust's current price. All-time high for this project was reached on April 11, 2021, when it reached $179. Now, do you see why this project is of such an interest to me and to others? Because of the potential gains that you can get out of this, even if we just come up halfway to that previous all-time high. I just don't think the possibility to 85x your investment is something that we should overlook when we are looking for life-changing gains in crypto. All-time low for this project was 50 cents, and that was just 6 months ago. And the question is, will we see that all-time low again? And sadly, I've got to say maybe. Let's look at the charts and find out. And guys, here I am on the daily chart. And when I first started paying attention to this project, it was a requested project for me to look at, and I found it to be very interesting. We were in this parabolic movement right here, and that was fun and dandy to take advantage of. However, when we broke that, I was warning, we expect a big pullback on this, expect price to go down and sideways for a long time. However, it threw me for a loop, and it really messed up my trading strategy, because what I was seeing at the time was the potential to make a head and shoulders pattern. And since I was a little underwater at this point on my position, my plans were to sell off as we made that last little right shoulder. Well, as life would have it, Crust had other plans, and it decided just to go ahead and tank down to those prices. And that's where I sadly have a problem with Crust. So like some of you, I'm currently in drawdown on this, and I did not place a stop loss because my overall plan is to accumulate this for a long-term hold. However, I did not expect that it would pull this number on me and drop down to $1 when I was expecting it to hopefully come back up to maybe $2. Threw a little kink in my plan. But now we need to take a serious look at what this coin is doing, because we lost a key level of support. That key level was right here. See this little peak? See how it retested it here and found support when we had the big major drop? And see how it lost it right here. That was a very important level for us to hold. And that was coming in about $1.05, $1.06. Now currently you can see that we dropped to as low as 80 cents just recently. And that's just a little bit concerning. However, I will point out a good thing. We did find support right here at a daily support level from way back in January. So let me just kind of point out what I see potentially happen, and we'll drop down onto the smaller time frame just for some verification. But finding support here, we should be coming back up to this fib level, which is right around $1.06. That was the key level that we lost. If we do not break above that, if we get rejected there, expect lower prices, and those prices will come down to my key levels, my Fibonacci zones here that I got marked out, 65.2 cents, and possibly back down to our low of 48 cents. Those are my two targets. And let me show you this little trick right here. We go from swing high down to that swing low, and there we are, my negative 0.27, my negative 0.41. Those are my targets. Now just line this up just a little bit more prettier, and we can see 66 cents and 46 cents as possibilities if we do not make it back above $1.05. So that's my immediate warning right now. Some other things I do want to point out is that we are below the red Ichimoku cloud, and it is very far away and very spindly. And that is kind of signifying that we may get these drops to these lower prices. So my current plan right now is I am looking to unload some of my crust at a loss right here, about $1.05, in hopes of catching it at these lower levels. Now I will be targeting these daily support levels, and those come in at 78.47 cents, come in at 70 cents. We just talked about my -2.7 Fibonacci target of 0.66 cents. There's another daily support area at 60 cents, and then if things get really tough, we could actually see right at 46 cents one more time. Ouch, right? But these would be some great areas to build a bag of this, because as we've seen, when it gets on a roll, it could definitely go back up to $2. And now let's say just catching it at 66 cents, getting back to that high would be a $259 return on your investment. Getting back up to the 618 level, which it should do, although we will have to remeasure our fibs to get a truly accurate 618 at that time. But just making it back up to this area at $1.26 would be 189% return on your investment if you get in somewhere around 66 cents. So it does have potential, but everything I see tells us that we could come up here to this area at 105 and then revisit these lower areas, could drop all the way back down to this pattern. Just depending on where it is, we could see lower than 46 cents. It is possible, but hopefully we'll find what we call a partial decline and maybe bottom out of these areas and then break to the upside of this falling wedge pattern, which has about a 68% chance to break to the upside. Some would argue that that percentage in crypto is a lot higher, and I would agree. It seems that these falling wedge patterns, they rarely fail, although they can bum out. And let me show you an example of that, because before we got more data as this price action filled out, here was our first falling wedge. It did break to the upside, but then it kind of petered. Looked like it was doing a double bottom. That looked very promising. That's something what I'm expecting to see possibly down here. But as that data gave us more to work with, we actually validated another falling wedge, which broke to the upside. Had a good little move, did not come anywhere near our measured move targets. And then it sadly fell to the downside and crossed over this key level of support of $1.05. So now we're just extending our lines to track the new information that we got. As long as we've got more than 3 touches on one side and more than 2 touches on the other, this is a valid pattern. We are still in a falling wedge, but we have lots of room that we could come down to the bottom should it choose to do so. So those are the caveats that I've got for you for Crust. Now, I quickly want to take a look at our indicators. Our daily indicators are saying that we should get a move to the upside, so that is great. But unless we break above this 105 area, I will remain bearish on this for lower targets. If we break above this 105 area, we can start looking at some more upside. And I'll do an updated video with those take profit targets as that happens. So right now I want to jump to the 4 hour just to get a little bit more current time frame, and we'll just see what we're working with here. This, with that trend line there, makes what we call a downward megaphone pattern, a descending broadening wedge pattern if you want to be technical by Bukowski's standards. We are getting an upside, but look, our stochastics are starting to top out. Now MACD looks beautiful. MACD looks like it's just now getting started. Let's hope that it'll keep that. I would love to actually get a breakout of this pattern here. That would be a dream come true, and finally start seeing some upside out of this. And let's hope that that can happen. There is always that possibility, but I'm telling you, this right here is our key level. And what I'm seeing right now is that we got enough juice to get up there, retest this 100 EMA. Maybe we could get lucky to retest this 200, but keep in mind, rejection here will mean downside. So just keep that in mind. And look at this as an opportunity to build your bags in this project at the prices that you could have got into way over here early in January before it took off. At some point during this year, maybe this summer, maybe this fall, we can see these prices again. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. If you have a coin you'd like me to look at, request it. I love doing coin requests. That's how I find some of these gems. And if you would like to learn more about how I determine the probabilities of price action and technical analysis, subscribe to my channel and check out our free Telegram group, where I have all kinds of educational resources for you there. And if nothing else, check out the playlist on my channel, Chart School, where I have 29 videos breaking down every technique that that I use. You got a whole school right there for you. Until next time, my name is Lane, your Crypto Road Dog, reminding you are in crypto at the right time. And even when it goes against you, there is still a silver lining around those dark clouds. And you got this, baby.
I don't always like videos, but when I do, I always prefer Road Dog Crypto. Trade wisely, my friends.